Hi, welcome back to the Jones College of Business Tech Tips. In this week, we're going to learn about 5 practical everyday AI use examples. In other words, how do I use AI in my work? EDUCAUSE just published a study of how AI impacts work, everyday work in higher education. The study abarks multiple areas, but what we are focusing in here is in the type of activities that are common to us. What I'm going to show you next is how do I personally use AI at work. So what are those practical AI examples? First of all, I want to let you know that these examples are using the standard free version of the tools that we have now available, either on campus through the MTSU or via free software available in the internet. So the first example has to do with how you can use Grammarly to check plagiarism. Another example, how you can create a class communication plan using your class schedule. How to create calendar files from your class schedule. How to create a video podcast using your class materials. And finally, how to write a class theme song using your class materials. Notice that a lot of these have to do with your classes, so that will probably help you a little bit. So here is the first example, checking plagiarism with Grammarly. So you can use Grammarly to check plagiarism, and it's available for free to all faculty, staff, and students. One of the options that Grammarly offers is the ability to check for AI-generated text and plagiarism. Let's see how we do that.
In this case, go to Grammarly, select Docs, clicking New Doc, and copy and paste your text. For example, in this document, you're gonna go and clicking Check for AI text and plagiarism. It will take a few seconds. Another example, select the document, check for plagiarism, and in this case, it detects a 1%, and basically you can scroll down and see that it's referring to this specific sentence, which is a common sentence, and there is no AI text pattern detected.
The next example is how you can create a class communication plan using your class schedule. Let's go show you how you can do that.
Here we have a class schedule containing weekly dates, the module, the content of the module, the name of the assignment or exam, and the due date for each assignment or exam. So you take that particular PDF file, the class schedule, upload it to your AI tool, and use a prompt, for example, this prompt that we have right here. Now you tell it to use this class schedule to create a communication campaign showing when the best touch points are, when to send emails, and the goal of each touch point. And based on this information, you get an output that says on this date, this is the main touch point, you're gonna use email, you're gonna say what is the purpose of the email, and then you can use this to generate actual content for the email. And as you can see, you have the communication channel. Sometimes it's email, sometimes it's a D2L announcement, sometimes it's a D2L discussion post. So this is a very handy way to create a communication plan for a class.
The third example is how to create a calendar files from your class schedule, and you can use those calendar files to update the calendars. Now you can show this trick to your students so they can keep updated their personal calendars. And here is an example of the prompt that I use. Let's go see how you create that.
In this case, we take the class schedule file with all the due dates and the names of the assignments attached to your AI tool and use a prompt to generate calendar files for each assignment due date. You can be as general or specific as possible. The AI tool will generate ICS files that you can import in your calendar, either a common calendar with all the dates or individual ICS files for each assignment or exam due. This is a very handy way for the students to keep their calendars updated with the due dates.
The next example is how to create a video podcast from your class materials. And now this is something that several of you probably are already using, and is using Google's Notebook LM. Here are the steps that I follow, so it's easy to create. Let's go show you actually how this looks like in Notebook LM.
In this case, you log on to Notebook LM, google.com, create a free account, Then you create a new notebook. In this area, you upload your files. So I uploaded my student expectations presentation, the schedule of the class, the syllabus, etc. Some information about the class. This chat area allows you to chat with your documents. And here is the studio. This is the secret sauce that Notebook LMM produces. You can create audio reviews, video reviews, mind maps, slide decks, infographics, etc. So let me show you the video that was created based on the documents that I uploaded. It's called the INFS 2200 Survival Guide. Let's go show you a few seconds of the video.
Hey everyone, and welcome. So, you're taking Introduction to Microcomputing, INFS 2200 this semester? Awesome. You are in exactly the right place. We are going to break down your entire syllabus and schedule into what I'm calling the ultimate survival guide. Seriously, think of this as your roadmap to crushing it in this course.
Okay, so you're signed up, you're ready to go. But what's the real secret to not just passing, but actually acing this course? Well, it's definitely not just about showing up.
As you can see, this is very handy, very interactive and engaging video that you can download and put it available to your students.
Our last example is how you can use AI to write a class theme song using your class materials. And basically here, these are the steps that I follow. Let me show you how you can do that.
In this case, we use our AI tool to upload our student expectations presentation and to upload the welcome video presentation. And basically, I asked the AI tool to write a catchy song for my students. The song should be a rap style song. The lyrics should be clean and engaging, should provide tips on how to succeed in the class based on the student expectations and welcome documents. Make it clear, concise, and memorable. And after a few seconds, it creates a rap song. Now you can go then to Mureka AI, and in here, you can create a free account, create music. Here you copy and paste the lyrics in here. Here you specify what type of song do you want. I can say a rap song that is very catchy, that it has a good beat, etc. Here I want to see if the singer male or female, that you can determine that, and the song title, and then you say create the song, and it will create a song with audio, music, and the lyrics that you uploaded. And here is a quick sample of how this looks in here in Mureka.
Yo, listen up, class just began. Success ain't luck, it's part of the plan. This ain't a breeze, it's weekly grind. Test and assignment, stay aligned. D2L's your daily feed.
So as you can see, that's the song. You can download this song and then go back to Canva. And in Canva, you create a video in which you find a stock video that you want to use, any stock video that you can run in a loop, and then add the audio file that you downloaded from Mureka, and then add the lyric. And this is the final product. I want to show you this just quickly.
Yo, listen up, class just began. Success ain't luck, it's part of the plan. This ain't a breeze, it's weekly grind. Test and assignment, stay aligned. D2L's your daily feed. Email checking, yes.
So as you can see, that the song, it is a very catchy song. At the very end, we can add the credits, as you can see right there.
So these are some of the ways that I personally use AI. It's not all the ways, it's simple ways to use AI. If you want more information about any of the use cases that I have shown here, please don't hesitate to contact me. Also, I want to know, how do you use AI in your work? I would be interested to hear that. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.